In the atmosphere, lost inside the years. Yeah. Atmosphere 90, soul in the static. Drum so dirty, the streets turn erratic. Bassline invading like something traumatic. BoomBap addict, survivor of the classic. Yeah, my city breathe heavy like a smoker at dawn. Bass hitting in the chest like the devil's baton. So simple, crying while I march on and on. I'm a 90 storm cloud, thunder written in songs. Snare muffled, dust settle in the booth like snow. I move slow, cold flow where the lost men go. Metaphors fold metal when the rhyme explodes. I'm the echo in the alley where the vinyl corrodes. Streets taught me how to talk with my guard up tight. How to move in the dark without losing my light. How to turn broken dreams into bars that ignite. Like a flame on the page in the dead of the night. Falsetto in the back like an angel in pain. Trying to rise through the smoke that grew out of the strain. Atmosphere, 90 running deep in my vein. BoomBap is the language I could never contain. It's saying, hold me in the atmosphere. Ask inside the years, hold me in the atmosphere. Damn still 90, hold me in the atmosphere. Lost inside the years, hold me in the atmosphere. Yeah. I came up with a bass and veiled like a riot. Wait, peace was a rumor and nobody was buying it. Every night a gamble, who's living, who's dying. And the sample on repeat felt like heaven was crying. And flowed thick like the fog on a winter block. Heartbeat sync with the kick and the broken clock. Life hit hard, but the bars hit harder. I'm the son of the struggle and the BoomBap baller. Metaphors drip heavy like a leaking roof. Every letter from the truth, never needed a spoof. Still nerves, cold hands, still clutching the proof that a man from the gutter can still raise the booth. Falsetto rising higher like a ghost in the sky, while the beat bang dirty like a fist to the eye. Atmosphere 90, that's the reason I try. Cause hip-hop is the wings that I use when I fly. And I said, inside the years, hold me in the atmosphere. Timeless design. I'm the last of the class that survived the drought, where the only real language was the word of the mouth, where the beats hit deeper than the rumors around. I'm the ghost of the 90s, still haunting the sound. Bass crawling through the floor like a demon awake. Snare dry like the summer with the heat on my face. Flow sharp like a blade with a serrated grace. Every rhyme is a scar I decide to embrace. I'm the bridge between the lost and the ones who remain. Between hope and the horror that we hide in the brain. Between soul and survival, that invisible chain that the sample keeps pulling with a heavenly strain. Falsetto echo climbing like it begging to breathe, while the loop cut clean like a blade on a sleeve. Atmosphere 90, I came here to bleed, but the BoomBap raised me and I still believe. I still in the atmosphere, lost inside the years, hold me in the atmosphere. Born from the fire, hold me in the atmosphere. Lost inside the years, hold me in the atmosphere. Lost inside the years. I'm born from the fire, raised through the wire. BoomBap empire. Lost inside the Yeah. Behind every shadow there's a place unseen, a sanctuary hidden in between. Welcome to my secret garden. Yeah. I move through the city like a whisper in the vines, searching for truth in forgotten signs. Every corner is a seed waiting deep to bloom, in the cracks of the pavement where roses assume. My soul holds a garden that the world can't invade, a shelter carved softly where my scars never fade. Bass thumps like footsteps of a giant through soil, rumbling through memories I buried in toil. The funk loop spins like sunlight caught in leaves, and the choir floats gently like a warm summer breeze. My flow waters roots that grew from neglected pain, feeding flowers born strong out of concrete rain. I'm A gardener of secrets where the truth grows slow, where the lies wilt away under beats that glow. My metaphors stretch like vines climbing ancient walls, turning trauma into petals whenever darkness calls. My heart stays fenced like a sanctuary divine. Only few can enter this private design, inside this place where my spirit is unbroken. Every rhyme is a seed, every breath a token, and as the choir rises soft in the distant margin, I stand guard proud in my secret garden. Secret garden, where the pain turns into pardon, where the truth grows from the heart. Yeah. Secret garden, yeah. Secret garden, where the soul's never forgotten, where the roots stay begotten. Yeah. Secret garden. Plant memories like stories written under my skin, where nightmares ride away and new days begin. My past is a forest with branches that twist, filled with shadows and moments I can't dismiss. But I walk through it steady like a prophet on stone, turning every lost path into seeds of my own. The funk loop pops like raindrops hitting tin, while the choir hums soft like forgiveness within. My peace is a flower blooming late after storms, a rose made of fire reshaping its forms. My flow cuts the soil like a shovel in hand, digging truth from the bones buried under this land. Every metaphor's a vine wrapping tightly in rhyme, stretching through heartbeats, marking the time. Suspicion's the fence, keeping predators away, but hope is the sun rising day after day. My spirit grows wild like I be claiming a throne, taking back territory I once thought unknown. And as the choir lifts higher with grace uncharted, I breathe life deep into my secret garden. Secret garden, where the pain turns into pardon, where the truth grows from the heart. Yeah. Secret garden, yeah. Secret garden, where the soul's never forgotten, where the roots stay begotten. Yeah. Secret garden. In silence, I learned how to rise from decay, how to turn broken nights into flowers a day. Every wound became soil, every tear became rain, every loss became growth, every burden became gain. My heart is a greenhouse built from strength reborn, where the coldest winter can't block my dawn. The funk groove loops like a heartbeat steady, drums knock dry like steps of someone ready. The choir shines bright like sunbeams breaking through, and I follow their warmth, the truths I outgrew. My voice is the wind, moving petals aligned. My thoughts are the branches, bend and refine. I nurture my growth with caution and pride, guarding my peace with a watchful stride. My garden thrives, hidden from chaos outside, a sacred retreat where my fears subside. And when the verse ends, drifting into the night, know that every rhyme planted grew in silent fight. I stand among the blossoms I personally started, king of my peace, keeper of the secret garden. Yeah, 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 yeah. School of Love and Thunder, yeah. I walk the concrete jungle with the weight of 1,000 drums, heart made of iron, lightning striking anyone who comes. My thoughts spark like wire tips when the storm gets loud. I turn the pain into poetry, make the thunder bow down. The streets raise my instincts like wolves in the neon rain. I learned silence is a sharp blade cutting through the pain. Every corner got a ghost, whisper secrets of the old funk. Sample loops twisted in my veins like they came from the trunk. I move slow but deadly like a shadow with the poles. Feel the bass hit heavy, shaking memories out the walls. My mind a battlefield, but I mastered turning chaos into order. Every rhyme's a lightning strike crossing borders. I'm the echo in the alley when the night gets colder, a soldier carrying stories on each rhyme on my shoulder. The funk sample flips like old vinyl, breathing again. I resurrect the soul of the 60s through this pen. So when the beat drops grim and the kicks start to thunder, know I built my own universe from pieces torn asunder. Love in my left fan, rage in the right, both collide where lightning meets heartbeats. That's where I reside. Love and thunder, crashing in the underground. Feel the soul cut deep when the drums come around. Love and thunder, born from shadows and pain. Let the loop keep spinning like a storm in my brain. Love and thunder, crashing in the underground. Feel the soul cut deep when the drums come around. Love and thunder, born from shadows and pain. Let the loop keep spinning like a storm in my brain. I spit voltages, shocking every mic that I grip tight. My verses twist reality like streetlights in the night. Flow moves like a cobra when the sin's been slow. I cut beats in half with metaphors like a samurai blow. Thunder in my lungs, breathing hurricanes in the booth. Every rhyme a rebel soldier marching on with the truth. I'm the storm warning printed on the skyline's face. You feel the pressure drop heavy the moment I lace. I talk love like fire, dangerous, warm and wild, but talk thunder like trauma, something carved since I was a child. The world hit me with storms before I even the shelter. Now I conjure lightning at will, like a ghost made welder. The funk loop spinning in circles, hypnotizing my bones, makes my heartbeat sink to the rhythm of old tones. I'm a product of crack streets, but a master of the craft. Built my throne on broken concrete, and I feel the aftermath. I rap for the lost souls wandering without a guide, for the ones who hear storms talking deep inside. Love and thunder, two forces fighting for my soul. One breaks me apart, the other makes me whole. Love and thunder, crashing in the underground. Feel the soul cut deep when the drums come around. Love and thunder, born from shadows and pain. Let the loop keep spinning like a storm in my brain. Love and thunder, crashing in the underground. Feel the soul cut deep when the drums come around. Love and thunder, born from shadows and pain. Let the loop keep spinning like a storm in my brain. I've seen night swallow men whole like deep waves. Seen thunder echo names carved on unmarked graves. Love saved my spirit when the storm ripped me open, but rage kept me breathing when the world left me broken. I paint the sky with lyrics like graffiti on the metro. Let my soul bleed in measures while my heartbeat echoes. Every rhyme is a weapon, every metaphor a shield, every verse a battlefield where my truth gets revealed. I'm the fusion of two storms fighting inside my chest. Love whispers calm winds, thunder puts pain to rest, but I walk forward anyway, carrying both like armor, stronger with every lightning bolt, wiser with every scar. Brother, the funk loop rolls like a film reel, stuck in rewind. Memories flickering like shadow stitched to my mind, but I take each broken frame, turn it into raw art, transform thunder into rhythm, love into the spark, to the spark, to the spark. And when the final drum breaks and the lights fade low, know that I left pieces of my storm in every word I flow. Love and thunder, the elements that shape my name. One forged the man, the other forged the flame. Love and thunder, love and thunder, love and thunder. Yo, yo. With the shadow of cities that raised me, concrete heartbeat, the rhythm that saved me. Dust on the vinyl, but the sample still praise me. Loop so divine, it got the angels going crazy. I'm a product of the blocks where the chalk outlines tell stories of the lost ones caught in the grind, where sirens harmonize like falsetto behind, and the soulful lady sample keep me trapped in time. Streets taught me lessons with no classroom chair. Grit in my lungs, smoke hanging thick in the air. Every metaphor I spit is a weapon I wear. I'm a 90s survivor, motherfucker, I'm rare. Snare muffled, heartbeat shuffle, flow heavy like I'm dragging every moment I struggle, but I hustle through the rubble, turning pain into muscle. Boom bap in my blood, the past and present tussle. I'm a 90s survivor, soul in the fire. Streets made me wiser, still I rise higher. I'm a 90s survivor, soul on the wire. Boom bap provider, yeah. New York Empire, yeah. I came up where the corners were louder than preachers, where OG teachers had burners instead of teachers, and every metaphor I spit exposes the fractures. Life is a movie, I'm stuck between scenes and actors. We live fast, prayed slow, spoke truth in code. Every cipher was a war zone right in the road, and the beat knock heavy like it carry my load. I'm the spark in the dark where the city corrode. I'm that grimy representation that the 90s left. Broken dreams in the hallway where the shadows slept, but I rose like baseline under vinyl breath. Hip hop in my chest, pumping life in my step. Falsetto sample crying like a mother in pain, but I rhyme through the rain. I'm the voice of the strain. Every scratch on the record like a mark on my brain. Still I shine through the grime like a runaway train. And I'm a 90s survivor, soul in the fire. Streets made me wiser, still I rise higher. Yeah, I'm a 90s survivor, soul on fire. Boom bap parada, never expire. Yeah. Now I stand in the ruins of the world I inherited, still hungry for the crown, but the struggle's imperative. Flow venomous, every bar sharp and serrated, truth in every line. Nothing fabricated, I survive through the static, the chaos, the racket. Through homies disappearing like a scene with no jacket. Through the dreams that collapse like a building with cracks in it. I'm the soul sample, loop
is coming back in it. This is lineage. Pain turns into discipline. Where ghosts of the 90s still whisper in the wind. Where every broken record taught me how to begin, and every loss made the fire keep burning within. Yeah, I'm the blueprint of nights that never heal right. A street lights flickering like they scared of the real fight, but I'm still here. Soundtrack of the still night. 90s survivor, but boom bap till I kill my.
I'm a 90s survivor, soul in the fire. Streets made me wiser, still I rise higher. I'm a 90s survivor, forever a fighter. Boom bap igniter, soul on fire.
Street choir humming through the crack tape hiss. Soul gospel in the loop like a ghost you can't dismiss. I'm the echo of the decade where the concrete preach. Back when truth was in the cipher and the wise men reach. Falsetto in the background like angels in the storm. While the snare slaps ugly, dirty, muffled and deformed. I'm the shadow of a king that graffiti tried to crown, but the system kept pushing, trying to break another ground. Baseline stomp heavy like a foot on a burial. Pain hit spiritual, call it street hymnal. Every metaphor I spit is a window to the past, where the dreams ran slow but the hustle moved fast. I'm the dust on the vinyl, I'm the crack in the beat. I'm the sermon in the gutter where the choir meets the street. If you listen close enough through the smoke and the blast, you hear me whisper voices from the 90s, speaking from the past. Oh, voices from the 90s calling back. Loop keeps humming, soul on the track. Street lights flicker, shadows overcast. Oh, I'm a voice from the past. A voice from the past. I'm the sermon of the struggle, the choir of the blocks, where the prophets rock hoodies and time ticking Glock shots. I'm the metaphor merchant, every line of resurrection, every verse a lost soul trying to find direction. Falsetto cut the silence like a blade through smoke. Gospel loop trembling like the city when it spoke. I'm the rhythm of the alleys where the promises died, but the spirit of the boom bap never switch sides. Bass hit rude like it's knocking at your ribs. Dirty kicks drag slow like the steps of fugitives. I'm the last of the era where the real ones bled. Ink stains on the pavement from the bars they said. I talk to the ghosts that the projects raised, to the legends in the shadows who never got praised. You hear them in my cadence, and every breath I cast. The 90s voices ride with me, echoes from the past. Oh, voices from the 90s calling back. Loop keeps humming, soul on the track. Street lights flicker, shadows overcast. Oh, I'm a voice from the past. A voice from the past. Last verse feels sacred like a hymn in the rain, but the streets got a choir made of heartbreaking pain. I'm the preacher of the fallen, baptizing in beats, turning trauma into scripture for the lost in the streets. Falsetto halos hover when the loop runs thin, while the bass shakes the frame like a wall within. I'm the pulse of the era that you still reminisce, where every corner had a story and every mic had a fist. I carry 90s DNA in the breath of my rhyme. I'm the ghost of a decade that refused to die in time. Every bar is a relic that survived the collapse. A message carved in rhythm etched between the claps. I'm the asphalt prophet, the truth you broadcast, the voice that the boom bap kept alive to outlast. And when the loop fades out with that gospel contrast, you'll still hear me, a 90s voice whispering from the past. Oh, voices from the 90s calling back. Loop keeps humming, soul on the track. Street lights flicker, shadows overcast. Oh, I'm a voice from the past, still speaking at last.
You never really know who's behind the eyes. Final history dusty base bazaar or Brenda Gleamer.
I walk the crooked alleys where the shadows hide their truth. A silhouette of silence is the chaos of my youth. My smile is just a weapon dipped in velvet to deceive. A metaphor for danger wearing calm upon its sleeve. I'm the whisper in the doorway when the night begins to thaw. A scoundrel in disguise that bends the rules of every law. My aura moves like smoke, you try to grab it then it breaks. A phantom in the system that the daylight never wakes. I'm painting false reflections like a mirror cracked in two, showing what you're hoping for but never what is true. A fox inside the henhouse with a choir in my stride. That soul loop keeps on humming, hiding sins I never hide.
Can't see through the night. Can't see through the night. A scoundrel in disguise. Can't see through the night.
Can't see through the mask.
Can't see through the night.
Can't see through the mask.
A scoundrel in disguise.
I deal in broken secrets like a merchant under rain, collecting all the whispers that get lost inside the strain. My tongue's a sharpened dagger, every metaphor a blade. A lyric born in darkness where my moral compass strayed. I dance between the streetlights like a ghost that knows the route. A puzzle made of motives you can't map or figure out. To trust me is a gamble with the dice already thrown. I'm the architect of schemes, building kingdoms made of stone. My mind's a twisted gallery of portraits never signed. A masterpiece of chaos only fools can hope to find. So when I play the hero, no, it's just another lie. A scoundrel in disguise, painted neat beneath the sky.
Can't see through the mask. Can't see through the mask. The scoundrel in disguise. Can't see through the mask.
Can't see through the mask. Can't see through the mask.
Scoundrel
In disguise. My heart's a locked museum where the past is on display, but every door is trapped, so step with caution where you stray. I'm sculpted by the failures that the shadows memorize. A metaphor for demons dressing up as compromise. I speak in crooked riddles when the truth gets too exposed. A labyrinth of motives in a suit perfectly posed. My grin's a fake sunrise painted soft above the dirt. A brief hallucination hiding decade full of hurt. So keep your guard around me, I'm a spark disguised as peace. A wildfire waiting quietly for the moment it's released. A scoundrel in disguise, your destiny chose the role. I walk the world in silence with rebellion in my soul.
You never really know. You never really know. You never really know. You never really know. Tape is a loop.
Aggressiveness at the tip of the pen. Aggressiveness at the tip of the pen. Aggression in the melody. Ink bleeds like a weapon set free. This is where the truth begins. Aggressiveness at the tip of the pen.
So gospel loop hums like a choir in chains, while the bass shakes dirty like a storm in veins. I'm the echo of the block where the truth got carved, where the pen held anger that the streets still starve. Falsetto ghosts float light in the smoke I spit. Halo over hell, yeah, that's the vibe I emit. Metaphors swing heavy like a hammer in the dark. Bars cut clean like a blade, leave a liquid mark. Snare muffled like screams through a locked steel door, but the rhythm kicks back like a body on the floor. I write with wounds open, ink dripping like sin. Aggressiveness lives right at the tip of the pen. I'm the son of concrete prophets who spoke in code, where every line was survival, never glamorized the soul. You hear the fury in the cadence, the hunger in the past. I spit gospel street scripture, built to always last.
Ooh, aggression in the melody.
Ink bleeds like a weapon set free.
Ooh, this is where the truth begins.
Aggressiveness at the tip of the pen.
Ooh, aggression in the melody.
Ink bleeds like a weapon set free.
Ooh, this is where the truth begins.
Aggressiveness at the tip of the pen. Back to the booth with the rage of a born sinner. Bass rumbling ruthless like a stomach of a cold winter. Flow heavy like footsteps of a giant in the mist. Every metaphor sharpened like a fist in the twist. Gospel loop breathing like a preacher out of breath, while the streets whisper secrets about survival and death. I'm a storm in the booth with a halo and a blade, where the ink turns violent and the truth gets laid. Falsetto spirits cry between the vinyls crack. Echoes of a past that refuse to fade back. I'm the product of hunger mixed with discipline. Every line of war scar from battles within. Snare hits dusty like the ruins of a fight. Kick storm slow like a thread in the night. If the block had a voice, it'd sound like my pen. Raw, unfiltered, coming back again.
Ooh, aggression in the melody. Ink bleeds like a weapon set free. Ooh, this is where the truth begins.
Aggressiveness at the tip of the pen.
Ooh, aggression in the melody. Ink bleeds like a weapon set free. Ooh, this is where the truth begins.
Aggressiveness at the tip of the last verse feel holy but corrupted at the core. Like a saint with a pistol knocking at your door. Gospel sample looping like a choir in distress. Bassline pressing heavy on my chest like stress. I'm the poet of the pavement where the broken survive. Where the pen is a blade and the worst they alive. Falsetto drifts off like angels out of tune. While my bars crack thunder in the dim back room. Metaphors burn slow like a wick in the night. Every syllable loaded, every breath a fight. I'm the keeper of the fire that the streets ignite. A soldier with a notebook and a ruthless right. So when the loot fades low, when the shadows creep in, you'll still hear the rumble buried deep within. Cause the rage never dies, it's reborn again. Aggressiveness at the tip of the pen. The pen, the pen, the pen, the pen.
Ooh, aggression in the melody.
Ink bleeds like a weapon set free.
Ooh, this is where the truth begins.
Aggressiveness at the tip of the pen.
Ooh, aggression in the melody.
Ink bleeds like a weapon set free.
Ooh, this is where the truth begins.
Aggressiveness at the tip of the pen. Almighty of the streets. Yeah.
Yeah, city lights flicker, I rise from the gutter. Chrome veins on the block, every shadow's my brother. Falsetto in the wind when the sirens creep slow. Soul sample loop tight like a noose round the flow. I'm the whisper in the alley, the echo of dead kings. Bullet scars in the rhythm, crack halos on strings. Concrete confessions spill midnight, baptized. Truth leaking from the pavement like the streets got eyes. Baseline crawl heavy like a body in a trash bag. Dream stuffed in the sewer with the bones of a past drag. Metaphors bleeding, I'm a priest of the lost. Blessing fiends with a verse, but salvation got a cost. I walk the line between glory and chalk outlines. 10 toes in the smoke where the moon never shines. From the dirt to the throne made of rusted receipts. They call me what I become, the almighty of the streets.
Whoa, streets keep calling, loot keeps falling, soul keeps crawling through the cracks beneath my feet. I'm the one they whisper, I'm the one they whisper. Shadowborn drifter, crown made of pain.
Almighty of the streets. Yeah, I paint the city with metaphors soaked in dark truth. Each bar a broken tooth knocked out of my youth. Sirens harmonize with my heartbeats, boom bap. Life's roulette, spin the chamber, pull back. I'm the prophet of the gutter where the hustlers kneel. Scriptures written on the walls and leftover steel. Ghosts breathe on my neck like unfinished debts. Every step is a gamble with the reaper's bets. Falsetto cut through the beat like a razor's kiss. Soul loop crack dusty, urban genesis. I'm the echo of the struggle from the Bronx to BK. Another king in the rubble trying to carve my way. My voice sliced through the static, distorted divine. Heavy like a coffin, dragged down a fault line. They fear the throne, I guard, hidden under these beats. Buried deep but still breathing, almighty of the streets.
Oh, streets keep calling, loot keeps falling, soul keeps crawling through the cracks beneath my feet. I'm the one they whisper, I'm the one they whisper. Shadowborn drifter, crown made of pain.
Almighty of the streets.
Almighty of the streets.
Yeah. Third verse hit gritty like a shovel in dirt. Truth hurt, got blood on the hem of my shirt. I'm the metaphor monster, the falsetto phantom. Raised by block legends, street guards in tandem. My hunger sound louder than the bassline's growl. Heart iced out, colder than the midnight scowl. I walk like an omen wrapped in crime scene tape. Destiny's a locked door, I'm picking my escape. Every loop from the soul is a chain on my wrist, but I flip it to gold with the flick of a fist. I'm a product of the hell that you fear from your seat. My throne carved in silence when nightmares meet. Respect ain't given here, it's earned in the heat. In the shadows where the righteous and the wicked compete. Final breath of the verse, final step on the beat. Bow down, recognize almighty of the street.
Oh, streets keep calling, loot keeps falling, soul keeps crawling through the cracks beneath my feet. Almighty, Almighty, still the king that the darkness repeats.
Behind the curtains of real life. Behind the curtains of behind the curtains of real life. Behind the curtains of behind the curtains of real life. Behind the curtains of real life. Behind the curtains of real life. Behind the curtains of real life.
Gang. Bass hitting vicious like a heart miswires. Snatch mother like a dream that expired. So Luke weeping like a choir retired. I'm the echo of the pain that the streets acquired. A real life hide stories behind every closed door, where the smiles look warm but the soul stays sore. Metaphors climb high like they beg for more, but the truth in the gutter spill across the floor. Falsetto drifting like a secret untold. Loop chop jagged like a memory old. My voice cut deep like a prophecy bold. I spit the kind of grit that reality molds. Behind the curtains where the lies grow roots, where the broken find comfort in secondhand truths. I'm the rhythm in the cracks of the concrete roots. Boom bap steady like unlaced boots. Behind the curtains of real life. Behind the curtains of where the pain stays certain, where the fears pull the curtain. Yeah, behind the curtains. Behind the curtains of real life. Behind the curtains of real life. Behind the curtains of real life. Look, I've seen joy mashed up like a thief on the run. Seen hope get strangled before the morning sun. Baseline crawl deep like a loaded gun, and the truth hit harder when the lies come undone. Street lights flicker like a dying belief. Sidewalks breathe slow like they choking on grief. Soul loop murmur like a sermon in brief, and my flow cut sharp like relief turn to beef. Behind the curtains where the weak don't speak, where the strong turn cold and the hurt turn bleak. Metaphors fall heavy like a mountain peak. I spit with the brave crave and the coward's critique. I've walked alleys where the world felt bent, where trust is a luxury you can't afford to rent, where every heartbeat feel like a message sent from a past that refused to relent. Yeah. Behind the curtains of real life. Behind the curtains. Yeah. Behind the curtains of real life, the shadows stay urgent. Pain behind the curtains of real life. Behind the curtains. Yeah. Behind the curtains of real life. Yeah. I'm the truth they hide when the lights go dim. The voice of the streets when the hope grows slim. Bass growl low like a fury within, and the loop cries soft like a soul soaking sin. Yeah. Behind the curtains where the memories bruise, where you pick up the pieces you never did choose, where every win feel rigged and every loss confused, but the beat keep burning like a bomb lit fuse. Falsetto flow broken like a prayer off track, chopped in the loop like a spine that cracked. I've carried the world on my rhyme worn back, still walking through the pain like a midnight pack. Real life hit cold like a blade in the dark, but I breathe through the beat like a flame to spark. And even behind the curtains where the shadows mark, I remain the voice that illuminate the stark. Yeah. Behind the curtains of real life. Behind the curtains of behind the curtains of real life. Behind the curtains of real life. Behind the curtains of real life.
curtains of real life, where truth and pain both sharpen a knife.
Boom bap. Everywhere, 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 everywhere. Yo. Everywhere, everywhere. Boom bap. Everywhere, everywhere.
I walk through city corners where the echoes paint the air. Boom bap in every heartbeat, you can feel it everywhere. The pavement shakes in rhythm like the planet keeps a drum. A metaphor for struggle beating raw since we were young. My flow's a dirty alley full of stories never told. A furnace in the shadows mixing fire with the cold. I spit like broken speakers spilling truth across the block. A rebel with the cadence made of dust and shattered rock. Soul samples cut like memories that never learn to fade. A loop of lost emotions that the vinyl gods replayed. Boom bap everywhere, it's in the bloodstream and the pain. A soundtrack for the fighters walking steady through the rain.
Everywhere. 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 Boom bap. Everywhere. Boom bap. Boom bap. Boom bap.
My words are like graffiti sprayed on destinies unseen. A metaphor for freedom no one taught me to redeem. I carve my thoughts in concrete like a sculptor with the mic. A rhythm built for misfits living wrong but dreaming right. The bass is like a heartbeat from a giant made of steel. Vibrating through the city with the truth you gotta feel. I'm chasing every echo like a prophet seeking signs. Interpreting the static and the gaps between the lines. Boom bap everywhere in every alley, every fight. And every tired soldier shaping music out of night. It's dusty like the footsteps of the ones who paved the lane. A ritual of rebels who found courage in the pain.
Everywhere. 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 Boom bap. Everywhere. Boom bap. Boom bap. Boom bap.
My voice is like a lantern burning bright inside the gloom. A metaphor for rebels lighting torches in the doom. I rhyme like ancient spirits speaking truth through every breath. A symphony of outlaws who keep dancing next to death. I hear the world in drum breaks that the universe designed. The cosmos scratching vinyl with the laws we leave behind. Boom bap is in the wind in every soul that won't collapse. A movement carved in scars and in the dreams we can't unwrap. So when you hear my verse, know it's a map of where I've been. A journey painted raw across the caverns of my skin. Boom bap everywhere, yeah, it follows me for life. A pulse inside the chaos, cutting silence like a knife.
Everywhere. 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 Boom bap. Everywhere. Boom bap. Boom bap. Boom bap. Every. Boom bap. Every. Boom bap. Boom bap. Boom bap. Everywhere. Everywhere. Everywhere.
Love hit me like a whisper through a crack in the door. A quiet storm in my chest I never felt before. Soul loops tremble softly as I pace on the floor, while her voice carved scriptures that I couldn't ignore. She moved like a metaphor, trapped deep in my vein. A riddle wrapped in perfume, both the pleasure and pain. Every touch was a sermon in a world built in vain, and her kiss was the lightning that electrified rain. But seduction is a serpent with a sugar-coated bite, coiling around your spirit while it steals your light. I was blinded by the shimmer in the shadow of night. Never saw the hidden dagger she concealed out of sight. My sight. Seduction and betrayal written in the beat. Soul loops cry secrets that my heart can't delete. Every metaphor bleeds through the pain I repeat, while the rhythm resurrects what she left incomplete. Seduction
Seduction and betrayal carving through the room. Bass shakes the memories that still echo in gloom. A shadow dances slow in the corners of doom. But I rise through the ashes like a king from the smoke and hidden codes like a poem with a twist. A spark disguised as comfort in the fog and the mist. Her lies floated graceful like a thief in the midst. And the truth was a blade that my heart couldn't resist. I fell deep in her orbit like a planet off track. Pulled by gravity of promises she later retract. She painted love and illusions with the colors I lack. Then erased every line once I couldn't fall back. Soul samples wail lightly like a warning unheard. While my trust turned fragile like a wing of a bird. I mistook the temptations for a truth reassured. But betrayal blooms silent, never needing the word. Seduction and betrayal written in the beat. Soul loops cry secrets that my heart can't delete. Every metaphor bleeds through the pain I repeat. While the rhythm resurrects what she left incomplete. Seduction and betrayal carving through the room. Bass shakes the memories that still echo in gloom. A shadow dances slow in the corners of doom. But I rise through the ashes like a king from the tomb. Now I stand in the ruins of the passion we built. Sifting through the ashes of affection and guilt. Every verse that I spit is a cathedral rebuilt. From the rubble of the lies where my innocence built. A memory, a ghost that still lurks in my flow. Whispering through the bass where the lost echoes grow. But I stitch every wound with the rhythm I know. Turning heartbreak into armor through the weight of the blow. If love is a battlefield, then betrayal's the flame. Burning maps of the heart to no past stays the same. But seduction's just a mask in a dangerous game. And I rise from the smoke with a resurrected aim. Seduction and betrayal written in the beat. Soul loops cry secrets that my heart can't delete. Every metaphor bleeds through the pain I repeat. While the rhythm resurrects what she left incomplete. Seduction and betrayal carved into the room. Bass shakes the memories that still echo in gloom. A shadow dances slow in the corners of doom. But I rise through the ashes like a king from the tomb.
Stepping in the shadow where the cold wind breathe. I paint the block with scriptures that the concrete reads. Bass hitting like a prophet, knocking doors in the night. I spit thunder through the wires, let them witness the light. Falsetto floating on the hook of a ghostly choir. Soul gospel in the bloodstream, set my pen on fire. Transition mind blowing, I'm the storm when it flip. My metaphors cut deep like a razor in the grip. Street sermons in my pocket, I unfold them raw. Every rhyme a revolution that the law can't thaw. Dirty snare hitting crooked like a punch from the past. I'm the echo of the 90s built to forever last. Mind-blowing transition, rise through the friction. Soul in the system, no fear in the mission. Mind-blowing transition, breaking the prisons. Hear the gospel in the loop, this is street premonition. I navigate the alleys where the lost souls roam. Where ambition got a barcode and pain got a home. Baseline trembling like the earth about to confess. Every step I take forward shakes the world I address. I'm a titan in the cipher where the halo will smoke. My words lift the fallen, that's the weight I invoke. Gospel sample on a loop like a prayer on repeat. I resurrect the old spirit when my cadence hits the beat. Falsetto like a whisper from a distant shrine. I channel broken memories in the bars that align. Steel nerves, black ink, mind built for collision. This is evolution of a man on a lyrical mission. A mind-blowing transition, rise through the friction. Soul in the system, no fear in the mission. Mind-blowing transition, breaking the prisons. Hear the gospel in the loop, this is street premonition. I was carved from the chaos where the young bleed truth. Where the sun never shines on the corner of youth. But I flipped every bruise to a spiritual blade. Now every rhyme is a monument, the struggle is made. Falsetto lift the hook like a dove through the sky. While my bars hit the dirt where the real ones lie. Gritting my tone like vinyl scratch through the years. I turn trauma into rhythm, turn rage into gears. Soul gospel echo ancestors talking in the static. My transition ain't smooth, but it's holy and savage. From the gutter to the mic, this is rebirth ignition. Every line is a step in this mind-blowing transition. And mind-blowing transition, rise through the friction. Soul in the system, no fear in the mission. Mind-blowing transition, breaking the prisons. Hear the gospel in the loop, this is street premonition.
Carry me. Your name. Your name.
Yeah. Your name, your name. Still carved inside my pain. Yeah. My past bears your name. Etched in the dust of the shadows I became. Bass hit low like a secret in the floor. Snare muffled like a knock at a hidden door. Soul loop drifting like a ghost out of frame, while my rhyme pulled truth from a half-buried flame. Yeah, I carry your echo like a chain on my wrist, like a memory burned through the fog and the mist. Metaphor sharp like a thorn in the vein. Every line carved deep with the weight of your stain. Falsetto hum float in the fog of the beat, like a whisper of the past walking back down the street. I'm stitched to the scars that the nights proclaim. Every lesson I learned still bleeds your name. Sidewalks talk loud where the shadows remain. Stories spill slow like a cracked window pane. BoomBap taught me how to shoulder the blame, but the past, yeah, it still bears your name. Your name, your name. Still carved inside my pain. In the echoes of the flame, yeah. My past bears your name. I've walked through nights where the truth felt cold, where the soul loop wept like a story retold. Baseline crawled deep like regret in the bone. Snare hit hollow like a heart overthrown. Falsetto flicker like a prayer in the dark, while my flow paints scars like a mural in the park. Metaphors crackle like a fire in the rain, burning through the timeline of a long buried chain. The shadow still lingers where the corners convene, where the city hides secrets in the spaces between. Every rhyme I release is a ghost unchained, but the ink on my past still holds your name. I've seen dreams collapse like a roof in decay, and hope slip quiet like a thief in gray. But the beats stay loyal when the world feels strange. BoomBap steady while the memories change. Yeah. Your name, your name. Still echo in my brain. In the thunder of the frame, yeah. My past bears your name. Yeah, I rise from the rubble where the heartbreak grew, where the soul loop cracked but the rhythm stayed true. Bass rumbling low like a true underground flow, thick heavy footsteps on sacred ground. Falsetto break fragile like a tear in the vow, while the streets whisper tales only time will allow. Metaphors coil tight like a storm held inside, a tempest of memory I can never divide. I'm a product of the nights that refuse to forgive, lessons written in the dirt where the real ones live. And you're the shadow that the past reclaimed, but tattoo on my story where the hurt got framed. But still, I move forward with the rhythm as guide. BoomBap in my chest like a pulse amplified. Yeah, at every step I take still feels the same, cause my past, yeah, it still bears your name. Your name, your name, yeah. Still carved inside my pain. My past bears your name. In the echo, in the flame, in the shadows I became.
Your name. Your name.
Yeah. Legendary. 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 Hey yo, soul gospel humming while the snare stays buried. Bass hit wicked like the weight legends carried. I'm the shadow of the era where the kings wrote scripture. Every bar a revelation like a hand-painted picture. Falsetto angels float above the vinyl crack, while I channel the golden guard, bringing knowledge back. Metaphors sharp like blades in the street light glare. I spit coded mathematics while the blocks is a prayer. Dirty kicks drag slow like a corpse in the dark, but the rhythm lights a spark like a flame in the park. I study every line he dropped like a prophecy. Rakim the legendary, the architect of Odyssey. I'm the echo of a time when the rhyme took pride, when the mic held truth and the cipher held God. If you feel the foundation tremble when the beat gets heavy, that's the 90s spirit talking, Rakim walking in on radio. Legendary, voices from the 90s singing heavenly.
The mic made royalty. Rock him in the memory. Legendary voices from the 90s singing heavenly. The mic made royalty. Rock him in the memory. Back to the pavement where the prophets rose, where the rhyme was a weapon and the beat composed. Gospel loop trembling like the stories untold. Every sample cut bleeds like a tale from the cold. Flow assassin, steady with the cadence I drop. Every word hit precise like a scope on top. I'm the son of a decade where the real stood firm, where the mic burn hands if you ain't wait your turn. Falsetto echoes drift like smoke from a crime, blending grief with the groove from a lost time. I sharpen every metaphor to honor the craft, like carving scriptures on stone from the aftermath. I'm the disciple of technique, carved from the grain, where the bars hit harder than the hunger and pain. And when I spit, the whole block feel the legacy, like Rakim's DNA coded deep in the recipe. Yo, legendary voices from the 90s singing heavenly. The mic made royalty. Rock him in the memory. Legendary voices from the 90s singing heavenly. The mic made royalty.
Rock him in the melody.
Rock him in the memory. Last verse hit raw like a truth confession. I channel the master through every session. Bassline rumbling like a subway scream, while the gospel loop glows like a half-lit dream. I'm the keeper of the temple where the rhyme was law, where the pen held power every hood man saw. I spit falsetto, ghosts floating over the track, like the spirits of the kings watching from the back. Metaphors drip heavy like rain in the night. Every bar shines dim like a flicker of light. I'm the 90 disciple with a voice built steady, a vessel for the legend. My soul stay ready when the beat fades low. When the loop spins thin, you'll still hear his influence buried within. I'm the past, resurrected, the future cast. Rock him, the legendary, echoing through the last. Legendary voices from the 90s singing heavenly. Rhythm of eternity. Rock him in the memory. Legendary voices from the 90s singing heavenly. Rhythm of eternity. Rock him in the melody. Rock him in the memory. Legendary. 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 Number 8.